Welcome back to First Watch, the show that's part review, part reaction. I'm Will.
And I'm Mike.
It's
Hello.
Mike. Today we're talking about Hardbodies, sex comedy.
We got them Hardbodies too. We were thinking of doing this review shirtless, but we imagined...
I think we would probably get censored.
YouTube would blow up or something.
For being overly grotesque.
Just obese
Or
monsters.
they would categorize it as like a nature video.
Two bears reviewing a movie. Be amazing.
That would be a really popular show.
It would be, it'd be a wrong audience.
So this movie was, I think I already said it was released in 1984. Mostly people you never heard of before, like Grant Kramer's in it, Teal Roberts, Gary Wood. This is the Mill Creek edition, by the way, in case you're wondering, with the VHS slipcover. If you've seen, we did the Silent Rage, the Chuck Norris movie is very similar, and Legend of Billie Jean. And so this movie was originally planned to be released on the Playboy channel, and it's like too much of an actual mainstream comedy. It's not like a pure skin flick, but I think it was like maybe too much of a Playboy type movie to be a breakout hit, because it really is like non-stop naked women.
Just women and
it's
tits
very sexist. But although it's interesting because it's like, it is very male and it's very sexist, but it's also so blindingly stupid that it's like not... It's almost like not offensive.
Because it's so over the top.
But it's also
stupid.
not like, there are movies from the 80s and the 70s that have like rape scenes where you're supposed to think it's funny or like it's part of the comedy. This is not like abhorrent like that. No. It's just like the stupid sexism and like dudes being dudes and in like the 80s way of like, we're like,
and basically it's like three middle-aged guys sell their business or whatever, and they move to the beach in California to pick up hard bodies, people on the beach, and they suck at it really bad because they're old and creepy, and they see this surfer guy who's like, it's like a playboy, and he's like really smooth and talk, and they basically give him a room in their house, a really nice house, and they pay him.
He's been evicted and he has money troubles and
stuff.
And
they pay him to teach them how to pick up girls, and at first they're like earnest and like they all get along, and then they kind of become douchebags. A little
and creepy.
And
two of them is not. But
one of them becomes really creepy. One's just kind of has a big dick. That's Jason. We call him Jason because he looks like Jason Alexander. I don't know the actor's name or the character's name.
I think his name is Michael Rapport because I thought that Michael Rapport was in this movie.
We kept waiting for Michael Rapport to show up, and he didn't.
But it's Michael Rapport.
Yeah.
And his whole thing is he has a giant dick, and it like scares people, and they faint when they see it.
There's a scene where they're at a party, and his whole thing is he's just sitting in a throne with like a crown and just spread eagle, just showing his giant log. And like there's a line of girls waiting to come up the stairs, and a girl pulls back the curtains.
You have to guess how big it is.
Yeah, and you pay her some to see it and then whatever. And his mom comes up, and she's like, she looks in it, she's like freaked out, and she like drags him out of the house by the ear.
Yeah,
and it's really funny.
She should have dragged him out by the giant dick, though, right? She should have grabbed it.
It's so stupid, but like you were saying, it's just dumb, but it was really funny.
It's funny in like the dumbest of dumb ways.
There was a lot of boobs, and there was a lot of times where like they'd be in some establishment and they'd be like dancing, and then someone would like show their take their top off, and like you're thinking like that's nice, but like why are they doing this? There's literally no logical reason for them to be getting naked right now.
I guess the movie's for the Playboy channel.
I guess so.
Though something else that actually surprised me about this movie is that it has like the classic kind of comedy twist of the guy who ends up teaching these older guys how to pick up women gets on the outs with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so he's not picking up women because he really loves her, and she's mad at him.
Oh, boy.
But what's interesting is that she, and I guess this is horrible that you have to say this about movies like this, but she has a lot of self-respect.
Yeah.
And that honestly surprised me, because usually in movies like this, even if there's a girlfriend character who's like a prominent character or a lead character, there's not like a case for respecting women.
No.
And this woman is like, she has a ton of self-respect.
There's two like that.
They won't allow themselves to get dragged into this like kind of orgy of like Well, and there's the band, too. There's an all-female band who is like, all they do is play music, and they're not involved in the sex and the nudity at all. And so there are aspects of this movie where there are female characters who have a lot of agency and who refuse to be turned into, like, these objects by these men, and that teaches the men these lessons, which I guess you could say is, like, retrogressive because men should already know these things. But in a movie like this, that kind of character and that kind of lesson was honestly surprising to me. But yeah, there's not a lot else to say about this movie.
No,
like, it really is just like a ridiculous 80s sex comedy.
Just watch it. Don't watch with your wife or girlfriend or your mom.
Watch it with your mom. Yeah. That's probably what you should do.
Maybe with your dad if you want to have an awkward evening, but otherwise, just
don't watch it with your mom. Why would someone watch this with their mom?
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe that's the only friends some people have, right? And
I guess so.
And mom will be like, what do you want to do tonight? I want to watch a movie. It's like, oh, well, here's Hardbodies. Let's check it out. Don't do that. Maybe watch like Commando or Terminator or something else.
Zombie.
Or Zombie, yeah, but maybe not this.
Yeah. But check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
If you're looking for an 80s sex comedy.
Mm-hmm.